What's up, you beautiful rock stars? Jim Chandler with Rock Your Best Vocals, a channel here on YouTube. That's where you're at. That's where you're watching this. So congratulations, so far you're in the right place. If you want to join the Chan Band, hit the like and subscribe button below and turn on notifications for more Monday Mindset motivation. The reason why I do these is because, and the reason why I say you're a beautiful rock star, you may be ugly, but to me, you're beautiful because you're here. You're beautiful because you are, because you exist. And your voice is beautiful because it was given to you. You have one voice that's unique to you. Nobody else on this planet has it. So if you've always wanted to be a great singer, you're already on the way because you already want that. So if you want that, it's because the universe is coming through you. So, know that you can have it. But if you are starting like most people and they say, well, I better start doing some practice or warm-ups or things like that to do some doing around this kind of learning how to sing, then you're starting off in the wrong place. Now, that sounds a little weird, but I'm going to get into this a little bit with a guy called Robert Dilts. You guys may have heard of neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, okay? And so before I get into this, this is one of the things that I get into in my Bulletproof Vocal Confidence course. If you don't have confidence in your voice, whatever, check that out below. I get into that a little bit in here, and there's a free training down below you can watch to understand a little bit more about it. But part of the thing that's the problem is if you are learning to sing because you want to be a great singer, you're starting off in the wrong place. If you're like looking for scales or all this stuff, a lot of people focus on the doing. And the reason why I kind of started the video off like this, have you always wanted to be a great singer? Because I see there's an ad on here. It's for, I'm not going to name the company, but somebody comes on and said, hey, it's blah, blah, blah. Have you always wanted to be a great singer? And it's like, yeah. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start off by doing all the doing that they're saying, right? Which is like the scales and exercises and blah, 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 and all this stuff, learning the anatomy and whatever else they're going to teach you. But that is the wrong place. Now, and the reason why this is, I'm going to prove it to you now because I'm going to help you out now. We're going to look at Robert Dilts' logical level from neuro-linguistics programming. And what this does is it kind of forms a way of helping someone change their beliefs around what they can achieve in the world. Now, this is not just for singing, but this could be for anything at all. So let's take a look at Robert Dilts' logical level of change. And we're going to see how this might influence you to look about the way you're trying to go about learning about singing in a different way. Because I'm going to argue that in order to become a great singer, you have to be that in your mind first. Okay, so let's look at the logical level. Down on the very bottom is the environment. That's kind of the outcome. And that's, maybe you're in a band and you have like a limousine taking you everywhere, whatever, those kind of things like that. But also your current environment is what is driving some of these other things right now. So your current environment, you may be like me, live in an apartment, you can't really sing very loud all the time. I get that. Trust me, I get it. Live in an apartment. I sing all day long, and I think the neighbors are pretty much friggin' annoyed. And I got a guy downstairs now drumming, playing bongos like all day and all night. And I'm not sure if it's like to try and get back at me or if he's just learning, because he's learning. Anyway, next thing, let me get on it. Environment. So it's kind of the outcome of what you want. You want to be a successful rock star or whatever. You just want to be good at karaoke, something like that. So in order to get that environment, the next stage up is behavior and your skills and behavior. So you will have to develop some skills and behavior. You'll have to practice and you'll have to learn different skills in order to be able to sing. And above that is your capabilities. So that's your skills and capabilities. That's kind of the things that you will learn in order to become a great singer. And then below that is the behavior, like you practice every day, or that kind of thing. Okay. Above that is the beliefs. What do you believe that you can achieve? So that's like, okay, I believe that I can become a great singer. So you believe that you can learn to sing, which is the skills and capabilities, and you believe that you're going to achieve that behavior. You're going to like behave like a professional singer. And then at the end of it, you're going to have a professional singing career, or whatever the case may be. You know, whatever you want to be, a rock star, you want to be good at karaoke, doesn't matter. That's the outcome. But above that is the identity. And the identity is, I am a singer. Or let's take it a little bit further, I am a great singer. Okay, so if you say that in your mind, in your head, that is going to drive everything else. And the purpose above that is like your vision on where you want to go in the world. It's also linked into what people call the universe, maybe the divine mind, God, whatever you want to call it. It is what's coming through you. And that's what I was saying. Like if you already want to become a great singer, then that's already done for you. You like, that's kind of outside yourself. And if you feel like that's your purpose in life, that's your calling, right? Then there's something behind that. Listen to that. Anyway, if that's coming through you, then you have to take that on board. Well, you don't have to, but it would be wise in your own benefit if you feel like that's coming through you to take on that identity, because the identity, my friends, drives everything else. Your identity drives your beliefs. So if you start telling yourself, I am a great singer, then you will believe that you're a great singer. You'll come up with stories around like why you are a great singer. I am a great singer, and my story is that I started off not being able to know how to sing, but having this desire in me, and then taking all the next steps. Then like stories and beliefs are kind of the same thing. Everything that we believe is part of a story. You know, we come up with a story that like, I hate my voice, or maybe your story is that like like here's a story. I live in an apartment and I can't sing loud. If I was to say, here's my story, this is a belief in a story. I live in an apartment and I can't sing loud, so I can't practice, so I'm never going to be good as a singer. I'm never going to have a singing career because like that's it. Like I'm blaming my environment on the outcome. I'm blaming my current environment. So all these play into each other. But if you can't, and Robert Dilts points this out, if you can change your identity and your beliefs, everything else filters down. If you see that way, if you say, I have the identity and the belief in the story around I am a great singer, then everything will trickle down. Like you will go and you will spend the time to develop the skills and capabilities. If you don't believe that you're going to become a great singer, then you won't practice. You won't take time to develop the skills and capabilities. And then you won't behave like a singer. And you won't like do the behaviors of a professional singer does, like calling up people, like getting an agent and all that stuff. Because why would you? Like, if you don't believe that you're ever going to become a professional singer, why would you call up an agent and go, yeah, I need to get an agent because I'm a professional singer? You'd be like, you don't believe that, so why would you do that? It's kind of contrary to everything. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're on YouTube trying to learn how to sing, but you haven't gone up that ladder, that pyramid, the logical level, to take on the identity and the beliefs of someone who is a great singer, then all of the doing that you're doing is not going to have any impact it's going to be useless. And there's a phrase that I love that was shared with me through my mentor, Jim Fortin, who I'd like to give a shout out to Jim Fortin. Love you so much, Jim, if you are watching this. But so, and I'm not sure where the phrase came from, but he shared this because he learned it, I think, from one of his coaches. I can't recall the name, but the doing is only good as the being doing the doing. So, meaning that I could sit there and practice singing all day long, every day, but that practice is only going to be as effective as me, as the being that is doing that doing. So if I'm effective as in my identity as a professional singer, then that is going to make whatever I'm doing more successful, or even might argue successful, because if you're just doing the doing and you haven't worked on your being, your beliefs and your stories and your identity, then, my friend, it's all going to be a waste of time, because you would just say, what's the use? I'm practicing all the time and I'm never going to get any better, so what's the use? So then you will end up quitting, likely, unless you develop that identity. So if you want to know more about this, click below down there for the Bulletproof Vocal Confidence. There's a free confidence training which will take you through what it's all about, and then you can learn more about that. And it's going to be launching again soon, so if you want to get on that, put your name on that so you can be notified when we launch again. And in the meantime, rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and love to you. Rock. Love, but mostly rock. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.